we go.
Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader. I am super happy today and excited to go over John's Wonder Trend Best EA. This is definitely my best EA ever yet. I'm really excited, I'm very happy for this, but I'm not here to push this on you, but I'm here to talk about how good it is. So how I use it to be a profitable trader is I'm going to come in here for we got the New York session here, we got the London, and we got the Tokyo. Now I trade all three sessions, and what I'm looking for is the first two trades in each session. So if I come over here and I'm going to trade, I'm going to wait for that arrow. All I'm going to do is turn that on and come over here and get this first trade. And then after that, I'm going to wait. The arrow is going to come up. Then I'm going to come in here and get this second trade. And then I'm done. Yes, there is more out here, but I don't need everything. What I need is about $150, maybe up to $300 per session, and that's all I need. Now I'm not going to trade all three sessions. I'm only going to trade the first two, but if I don't get what I want in the first two, then I have to stay up into London and get it there. So that's how it works out. So let's take a look at that a little bit better. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Hey, the trade's coming down nicely like we thought. It just took a little bit longer. Rotate this forward here. Now in this session here, we see we would be waiting, and arrow would come up, everything's red. All I do is turn this on. The robot will start trading on its own. It will take a sell trade, because only when it's all three are red will it take a sell trade. It will exit on the check mark or when I click out, either way. And then after that, we have this off, and then we're going to wait for the next one to open up, and then we'll take the next trade up, and we're only looking for the first two trades because that's all we need. That would be probably 100, 150, so you're already at $250 for this session, so which is very good. So the idea is that's all we're looking for. You don't want to get greedy. To be a professional trader, you need to know when to make your money, know where to make your money, and know how to make your money. So we know this is what we want, we know this is where it is, and we know how to do it. So we're looking to catch the majority of this move. We're looking to catch the majority of this move. If we can do that, even if you go three trades in, you would have caught the majority of this move. That is all you need. You do not need to go any more than that. Usually it's only the first two trades. That's all you need. Now if you can do that, you did great. So you made money in that session. And then we're going to rotate it more forward, and we will go to the London session. And you can see in the London session we had one trade down, which was small, and one trade up, which went to here, but it actually would have exited in here, and then it would have continued again if we wanted it to. But the idea is that you only had the two trades because that X got you out. So we would be looking for this trade and this trade be done. Now if that wasn't enough, this was London, so then we wait for New York, and now this might not have been as much as you want. Maybe we only got $100 in here, 50. Looks like we got 50 and 100, so that would be my guess, but let's say you only got 100. So you're already ahead because you got 250 plus 100, which is 350 for the day, which is very good. We would stop at that point, and then the next day would start, and we come in here for New York. New York, we're going to hit this trade right here and this big trade right here. We don't need all this because we already hit our $200 mark. That's all we need. So the idea is we're just trying to make between $150 and $300 a day to have daily profits coming in. And what I'm going to do is going to be using a trade copier. That is a beautiful trade. Using a trade copier and coming in here and getting those trades out of my trading. So when I'm trading, I just trade copy those trades into everybody else's trades. And like I said, I'm only looking for those first trades. So let's get rid of this, clean it up. Now for the 2-week period, it will be $150. And the idea is, the reason why I'm even doing the 2-week period is so that you can come in here at a cheaper price, $150, and possibly make $1,500, minimum $1,000 to $3,000 for that first 2 weeks. And with that money, you'd be more than willing to sign up for the monthly fee, which would be $350, if you knowing you can get that kind of money. When you can get $3,000 to $4,000 a month, even if it's only $2,000, and that's all you had to pay was $350, that would be awesome. So as long as the market's moving, which gold right now is always moving, but we have the government shut down, but we don't know what's going to happen when that opens up. It might slow down a little bit, but I don't think so. Gold has just been crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me go back to the other 3 sessions that we had and take a look at all of those crazy moves there. So we come over here in Tokyo, and we would come in here, we'd have that 1 trade here, 1 trade here, possibly 3 trades if we didn't get enough. Even though it got even better as it went, we're only looking for the first $150, $200. Once we get that, that's shut it off. We're guaranteed to keep that money, and that's what we're looking at. Now, if we don't, if we come in here and get a $50, then we'll shoot 1 more trade and see if we can get it. At that time, once we get our 150 to 200, we're done. There's no reason to go 200, 200, because eventually you're going to give it back. That's what the market's designed to do. But lately, the market's been pretty good. Now, you would have missed out on a couple of these trades, which is fine. But if you got 150 and then you come over here and you got London and you traded London, you would have easily got 150 just in that one, possibly 150 in that one. I don't know. This one here was about a $400 trade. This was about a $600 trade. And if we get into the market and it goes, I'll let it run. There's no problem with that. But we want easy money. As soon as it looks like anything starting to give us any hesitation, like when we run up into this box, we might get in here and run it up because we already had the arrow. The market was moving strong. We would have got in right here and run it up, and we would have seen it hit that box. I'd be ready to get out. If it gave us any signs that we're going to get out, but once it pushed through, let it run till it gives you a close and reverse. You get out of the trade. Even the market will take you out up in here anyway. So that's the worst thing that would happen. So it works out really nice. So what I do is I get into the trade. I let it go. As soon as we get it to where it's okay, I can turn this off right here. And what it does, it won't take another trade, but it will let me close out the trade. So it'll close out the trade and let me close out the trade. Works out really good. So if this is a great trade, we don't need to do another trade. Remember, we're only looking for 150, 150. That's $300 a day. We're done. And same thing over here. We're looking for this trade and this trade. You get 150. We're done. And that's how I'm able to be a profitable trader and keep my money. I do not trade all day long. I do not trade every trade. I'm looking for each session getting between $150 to $500 for myself per session. Now, if I can do that with 1 account, and if that's not enough money, then I have 2 accounts, 3 accounts. You can have as many accounts as you want to be able to do this. So the idea is if you come in here and make $100 each session, let's just say we do it each session $100, that's only $300. That's still plenty of money. That's a lot of money per month. I mean, you're looking at 3 times 5 is $1,500. That would be $6,000 a month. That's very good. And if that wasn't enough, after you start making money, you can double your accounts, and then you can be doubling that money. So that's the idea. You don't want to work any harder. It's easy to come in here. For me, 100 is super easy. 200 is easy. 300 gets a little bit harder. Now that's where I can see the breakdown when you're trading a $1,000 account at 0.1 or 0.05. Now at 0.05, we're only going to do half. That's why I'm knocking it down to 150 per session, because normally I do 0.1 and I'm able to do between $200 and $300 to even $500. But if we knock it down to 0.05, we're going to be trying to get to 100 to 150 each session. And if we don't get it in 2 sessions, then we'll run it to 3 and get it and see how it goes. But the idea is we're looking for at least $200 a day minimum. I mean, $150 a day is be minimum. And that would just be 1 session. Let's say we do 2 sessions. We get $50. Another trade, we get $50. Another session, we end up with $150 the whole day. That would probably be a bad day for me, I would think. But still, I'm looking for more than that. So, but we can only do what the market will do. But you can see the market's been doing it. So the idea is we come in here in the beginning, and we're going to turn that on, make our money, and then turn it off. And that's it, walk away. And what I'm going to do is share this with you, because not everybody has time to be in the New York session. Not everybody has time to be in the Asia session. Not everybody has time to be in the London session. But this is what I do. I trade all 3 sessions every single day. And if you want, you can always join the trade room later and trade along with me. Watch me make you money in there. The idea is you can be learning and I can be making you money. That's the idea. We got an EA that will do it. So we're going to put it on a trade copier, and we are going to share my trades with you and show you how to do it. And if you want to come join the trade room and follow along, then you don't have to be on the copier service. Then you can do it yourself and you can trade along with me, or do both. I mean, the idea is the best way to be a good business person and entrepreneur is to have multiple streams of income. So if you're trading, you got money coming in. I'm trading for you, you got money coming in. So the idea is maybe you start another business with something you like too, and you get more money coming in. The idea is you need money to survive, and that's what it's all about. Anyway, I'm trying to give you a way to be able to get that money and to be able to share my knowledge with you, and you can see it performing. Now this will be on a cloud system. It will go automatically into your account, does not need to be open, so it automatically goes in the cloud and goes right into your account. So if the broker's froze, if you hear all these things, it doesn't matter because it goes right into the broker. It goes straight through. So it works out really good. And it is Social Trader is the copier service that I use. Works great. I like it a lot. And we'll go from there. So I'm super excited. So if you want to try the 2-week trial, go ahead and sign up. It's $150. After the 2 weeks, we'll just shut it off. And then you can decide if you want to go again. And then you can go for the monthly. And the monthly would be $350 a month. But you can see we're offering enough money that it's well worth that money. And actually, you're getting me working for you for all 3 sessions. Even though I'm trading alone, I'm trading myself anyway. It's still more stressful when you trade other people's money. Plus, since I'm trading your money too, it keeps me out of trouble because I won't do anything crazy because I can't. So therefore, it helps me along too. So it does help out both sides, and you have to look at it like that. But we're here to make money in the market. So if you want to come along with me on this journey, it'd be awesome. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, and I look forward to you joining. Okay, bye-bye.